Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Patrick Garcia here, Legendary Lifestyles. As you can see, there is no beautiful view today around the peninsula or the bay or SF where I usually shoot my video blogs due to poor planning. Okay, so I want to talk about the idea of time being our ally. So in the book The Creative Habit by Twyla Tharp, she talks about the idea of time as being our friend. Now, when you take a look at my life, I am the last person that she would ever want to take advice on time management. But what I wanted to talk about was this. So when you particularly look at time, it's more of like this thing where we kind of view it as an enemy, kind of like a nuisance, right? And there's that saying that goes, oh, there aren't enough hours in a day. So when we're trying to get our own creative projects done, and when we're trying to get our priorities straightened out, we sort of complain that we never have enough time. Well, think about it this way. If you look at time as an ally, in a sense of like it's a reminder for us to get on top of our shit. So when you look at time as like a constant reminder of, hey, you need to set aside blocks of time to get this project together or to get this thing done. So when Twyla Tharp talks about the creative habit, she talks about scheduling time in that nature, where we don't really view it as something that's like a nuisance to us. We view it as something as like our friend saying, hey, make sure you got to get this project done by 3 o'clock so you can do the laundry, or so you can do this and get that done, and so forth and so forth. So time is also an important factor in terms of rituals. So I'm very guilty of being a huge Jersey Shore fan. I think Pauly D is like one of my heroes. So in Jersey Shore, they have this stupid ritual, but it's a ritual nonetheless. So their ritual is GTL, which stands for Gym Tan Laundry. And I think the situation coined that. And the thing about that is, yeah, it does sound stupid, but it's something that gets the ball rolling. It's something that they set up for themselves in order to get shit done. So to me, I think going to the gym and doing your laundry is extremely important. Tanning, not so much, because I'm Filipino and I have a really bad case of eczema. So if you put me in a room with a whole bunch of Filipinos, I'll still be the darkest Filipino. So I don't need a tan. But as far as everything else, time coupled with the habits in your life will increase your productivity levels dramatically. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is the idea of whys and how that relates to our goals. So it's 2013, and I know a lot of people are going to be making new goals in their lives. They want to make significant changes, but they slip back in this sort of like mundane processes that cultivate their lives. So these are a couple of things that I learned in like multi-level marketing. I'm not sure how you guys feel about that, but I was in that for a while, and I would still like to do it. I think there's good aspects about it and bad aspects about it, but there's a lot of valuable things to be learned in that, but that's a separate topic. So what I want to talk about next is, if you have a goal this new year, really think about why you are making this goal. Really take the time to think about why this is important to you. And once you have that, think of a way to sort of materialize that why. Make it more concrete, whether it's a picture, a document, some written form, and have that posted on your wall, and have that posted like by the door before you leave your room. Somewhere that's really tangible that you can see this thing all the time. Now, in terms of making your goals, there's this thing that I want to talk to you guys about, and it's called S.M.A.R.T goals, which is an acronym. So S.M.A.R.T. So there's something that stands for each and every one of those letters. So let's take a look at the first one. So in the first letter of S.M.A.R.T goals, which is S, it has to be specific. So think about a specific date that you have in your life. Maybe it's your birthday. So my birthday is July 28th, 1983. So if you want to plan a surprise party for me, that would be a good time to start doing that. Okay, so let's say, for example, yours is like August 18th. I don't know, that's my dad's birthday. Obviously, that's a special date in your life because it's your birthday or something significant that happened in your life. So that would be a good deadline to set something attainable. So we're going to get to that in a moment. M has to be measurable. So let's say like I want to build, I was watching Buttheads last night, so forgive me, but it's like I want to build my own amphitheater in Hayward. Okay, that's an awesome goal, but I don't think that's going to be measurable in a year. So that's what the M stands for, measurable. A, attainable, same thing. You have to make sure that this is something that you can attain in a reasonable amount of time. So if you want to be an astronaut, I think that's cool, but that's more of a long-term plan. And the next thing, R, which stands for readjustable. Now, when you take a look at a person's life and their goals, you want to look at it in terms of an onion, which has many layers. Now, each layer that you peel off, you're going to get closer to your true core and your true essence as a human being. So, which is really right down the middle. And those external layers are something that you peel away so you can further dig deep in who you really are as a person. So, in terms of that light, you want to make sure that whatever projects you have going on in your life, it's readjustable. And, you know, nobody really knows if this is something that you're supposed to be doing or if something that's really short term. You never know. But be willing to adjust your plans. And for the last thing, T, that stands for timeline. All right, so along with the birth date, a specific time in your life, have a timeline of when you want these specific projects due or when you have these goals done. All right, so this is a very simple background, but I thought this was a very basic topic that I thought I'd get off the ground and something that relates to everybody. All right, so as I said before, this is Patrick Garcia, and as always, become legendary.